Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hi guys, it's your Pontiff ArchieLuxury on the Paul Pluta channel. Today guys, I am doing a paid review. Paid reviews are very important to me because I can't survive on Google ads alone. The paid reviews really do make a big contribution. Today, paid review 21QB47. That's right, guys. This is a pretty newish paid review. Only got a small lag at the moment, guys. So if you're needing to get it paid, well, if you're wanting, everyone wants want and needs. If you want to get a paid review done, now could be a really great time. Could be really good time to get one done. So here we go. Dear Paul, sorry, this is paid review 21QB47, quick wristwatch check. Rolex Submariner date. I love my subby date. It's a beautiful watch. Sub date 41 mil. Dear Paul, big fan of the channel. I'm 35 and have always been into watches. The only issue was I could not afford them and would have to wear cheaper alternatives until I bought my first luxury watch, which was the Tag. It was a stepping stone into the luxury watch industry, which I bought when I set up my first company in 2009. Business was very poor until I made it in around 2018, which now I can afford pretty much any of the Rolex lineup. My only problem is I can't buy off any ADs. I'm so annoyed with my AD as they have stopped selling me sports steel watches unless I buy jewelry from them. I think you'll find it's called economics, supply and demand. And even though you may be doing well, there's possibly people who've done better than you. Ego and hubris isn't really going to pay the way. And that's right, they want to bundle jewelry, something they make really big margins on. So yeah, okay, it's called economics. I mean, capitalism. It's well, this is the game you entered. I am losing my patience with Rolex as I have been waiting for a GMT, hence the tuna Pepsi or sub, for 2 years now. And nothing has come through. Yes, that's called supply and demand. You might want to try the grey market. Grey market. Rolex are treating their customers with lack of respect as they are allowing these practices to take place. Well, I don't know if they really are. They've got massive demand. And they're giving the watches to premium customers. Yes, it's like that everywhere in the world. I don't think... Oh, I know what the problem is. You think you're special. I see. I have a bipolar relationship with the brand at the moment. I rang up another D which is located in my holiday home, which is a Greek island, who told me they get one lousy Submariner a year. A population of 1.2 million gets 3 stainless steel watches. What chances do we have? I refuse to pay resale prices as I'm against being extorted by the hands of the grey market ADs who are in on it. I don't know if they're really... Well, I love the conspiracy theory. Rich bastard thinks that he should get things at retail because his shit doesn't stink. Oh, I see. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Great thinking. Maybe I'm asking too much and should be happy with what I have, or maybe I should look at other brands. What should I add to my small collection? I would love a Patek Nautilus. Man, you're after all the hard stuff. If it wasn't in demand, you probably wouldn't want this stuff. Interesting, interesting. He wants what he can't have. Human nature. I would love a Patek Nautilus, but I know I will struggle to acquire one at retail. Yeah, I think so. I don't think you're spending enough, sunshine. So looking at VC, Overseas Rose Gold, or even a high-end PAM 1070, as I have found a good deal on one. I love solid gold watches, as the majority of people will never be able to acquire. Geez, you are so up yourself, isn't it? Man, your shit don't stink. What makes you so special? Let me just check how much money you did actually send me. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh. Let's see what you sent me. What's this? This is 47. I'm just having a look here to see. Oh, that's right. Just having a look. Just give me a minute there. Just having a quick squizzy. That's right. I remember this one. Oh, yeah, you said $50. Thank you. Yeah, no tip. No, that's okay. Okay. Yeah, your shit doesn't stink. Your shit. That's good. At least I can be honest with you. I'd hate it if you sent me $300 and I had to suck up to you, but that's okay. I can just tell you the truth. Okay. Sounds shallow, but let's not beat around the bush. Otherwise, we'll all be wearing Seiko or Casio. Okay. My current rotation, Rolex Sky Dweller, Oyster Perpetual. Okay, so you've got a two-tone Sky Dweller black dial. Love this watch, as today it's Rolex's most complicated movement. Yeah, Rolex is a Patek, man. Amiga Seamaster 300 meter coaxial rose gold. Yep, that's nice. I bought this to mark the birth of my daughter, by far one of my favorite watches. I prefer the sub, to be honest with you, if you want a gold diver, but it is nice. I can't criticize it. Then we've got a Rolex Sky Dweller. Yep, they're actually not in that bad supply situation. 43mm two-tone, a bit chunky, but it's a real man's watch. Then we've got an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Mad Paris 38mm, my stealth wealth piece. Yes, not a big fan of that kind of look, but okay. We've got a Black Bay GMT, my travel piece. Yes. We've got a Rolex Air King, my casual runner. The Air King's cool. We've got a Rolex Datejust 41, formal casual runner. And we've got a Caliber tag, Caliber S. I think I should sell this one. But if this was your first watch, I mean, is that really going to plug many holes? Why don't you just keep it? Because you seem to think yourself your shit doesn't stink and the sun shines out of your ass, really. But, okay, so I got to be honest with you, Michael. You're a bit self-entitled there. I mean, seriously, Mike. Mate, I don't know what makes you special. Why is the dealer going to sell you anything? I don't understand. I really don't understand. You're not prepared to pay over retail. Well, if that's the case, it's the waiting game. The waiting game. You just got to wait. Wait your time out. I think you're a bit self-absorbed with your own importance and brilliance. Man, I gotta be honest with you, I'm kind of pleased. Supply is hard to get. When I read emails like this, man, you really up yourself. I gotta be totally honest with you. Okie dokie, what do I think? I think it's a nice modest collection. I don't think this is a super collection. It's you've got some nice pieces. I'm not a big fan of the AP chronographs. I mean, speak about service when they gouge you on the servicing costs, but hey, it's okay. The tag, I don't think the tag's going to bring much money in, Michael. I don't think you might have overestimated the value of this thing. What do I think? Let's just go through them. So we've got the Sky Dweller two-tone black dial. It's a nice watch. Man, you're very pompous. It's Rolex's most complicated. Yeah, but Rolex doesn't make that complicated watches. They don't really do that. So it's an annual calendar and a GMT. It's a great watch. Yes, it is. It's something to be proud of. Yes, it's a great watch. I do agree. And we've got the gold Omega. Well, I don't see many gold watches. You've got one solid gold, the gold Omega. Everything else is two-tone. So I think you might be a little bit up yourself. I like it. It's a nice watch. The Amiga Seamaster solid gold. That's rose gold. Beautiful. It's a cool piece. You've got the Sky Dweller 43. Yes, that's a great piece. Again, that model, the two-tone's a little bit soft, but it's not nothing wrong with it. The AP, the AP, unfortunately with the AP, it's a bit small by AP standards. 38, in my opinion, 38 is not a bad size, but maybe a little bit small by AP standards. But yeah, okay. Then you've got the GMT, the Pepsi Tudor GMT. It's a great watch. It's not an extraordinary collection. It's not a bad collection. It's not a great collection, but it's. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I think you got to stop thinking your shit doesn't stink, and you need to realize there's a lot of rich people equally as arrogant and up themselves like you. A friend of mine recently got a Rolex Pepsi. He spent this is Australian dollars. He spent the equivalent of 200 and... You're in England, I think. You're in England? I just get the sense you're in England. Where are you? It doesn't tell me, but I got to be honest with you, man. He spent £125,000 to get a Pepsi. They're not going to sell you a Pepsi if you're buying one Tudor, are they? They're not going to do that. So I got to be honest with you. My best advice to you, if you're in the UK, Pride and Pinion. Go to Pride and Pinion. That is where I would go. Pride and Pinion. Go to Pride and Pinion and check it out. Check Pride and Pinion out. I would reckon they're in Ireland. They take the pound. That's what they do. Great. If you're in the UK, I'd go to David SW. Man, you got to man up to the fact that Rolex pricing, it's nothing personal against you. It's just that the supply situation is really difficult. And I got to be totally honest with you myself. I was angry too. I was angry until I got my Explorer 2, my Milgauss, and my Speedy. I was angry at the dealers. The dealers could do no good. And I got my subby. But you know what? Don't be so negative. Don't be so self-absorbed. It's nothing personal. It's just the economics that we're in there. So my advice is, I think you got to start, if you want to get the hard-to-get watches, I think you got to go to the grey market. And I would probably get an Explorer 2. That's good bang per buck. It's not ridiculous in the grey market. I think, you've just got to... I think the problem with you is you've started to make a bit of money, which congratulations. But man, I get the vibe. You think you were so great. Man, I don't understand where you get this vibe from, because I just don't see it being, I gotta be totally honest with you there. Yeah, I think in many ways there you're kind of up yourself, you know, you kind of have this ridiculous kind of thought on your self-importance, and a bit of ego is good, but man, you're just very toxic there. My holiday home, which is a Greek island, man, I think you just got to wake up a bit. I'm going to put a link. There's an extra documentary in Canada on pawn shops. I think you'd enjoy watching it, because somebody like you, man, you need to wake up. This is called Broke. It's a Canadian documentary called Broke, and you can see what life is really like. I mean, you're bitching because you can't get Rolexes at retail. Come on, man. Come on, man. You've got to be very fortunate. You got a business. You're doing well. You don't need to be an asshole like that. Okay, that's really not cool. I think honestly, man, it's tacky. It's very, very tacky. That's what it is. It is tacky. And when you believe that bullshit, man, I gotta be honest with you. It saddens me that someone who's in the hobby is such an asshole. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, but my advice: you gotta face the economic reality. If you had all the hot watches, you're the sort of guy you wouldn't sell them at retail because it's good for the community. No, you want your value. Come on, man. Don't be an asshole. Wake up. Wake up. Grey market, this is market pricing. You think it's a global conspiracy, man. I heard all this bullshit before, and I ain't buying the crap that's coming out of your mouth. So, yeah. So, my advice to you, I'd be getting in touch with the grey market dealer, David SW. Come on, man. This is supply and demand. What would I add there? I'd add a Submariner. I'd add a Rolex Explorer 2. I would be adding, that's the kind of thing. You got some beautiful pieces, but man, the arrogance, you want solid gold, man. You've got one lousy solid gold Amiga. Okay, it's a good Amiga, but man, the ego. Put the ego in check, man. Put the ego in check. It's not for me to kiss your asshole and tell you how great the world is and sing Kumbaya. No, that's Artem and Marco's job. My job is to be realistic. That's what I do. Okay, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Great collection. It's a nice collection. You're a bit of an asshole of an owner, but I would say add a Explorer 2, add a Subby, and I would just interface with the grey market. Okay, guys, we'll catch you in the next one. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Remember, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need these paid reviews to survive. Paid reviews, that's how I survive. Get a paid review, $50 US. Look in the description below for the details. Remember, guys, Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a small fee each month to keep me on the tubes. Keep me on the tubes. Okay, guys, we'll see you in the next one. And don't be an asshole, man. Come on, you got money. Just be nice. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to introduce a new service to you. ValueYourWatch.com. Proud supporters of ArchieLuxury. No seller's fees, no buyer's fees. That's right, guys. This is a trading platform to buy or sell watches. You can start selling for free. That's right. We advertise our paying for our paying subscribers on Google, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. It's a global platform. That's right, guys. Get $50 off the annual subscription by applying the coupon Archie when you check in there. But guys, you can try this for free straight away. Guys, you can start listing watches. ValueYourWatch.com. Give it a try and tell me what you guys think of that.
All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, any me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck.
Like, subscribe, and tell your friends, and don't be afraid to get a paid review. $50 for a paid review. It helps me stay full-time on YouTube, and I will see you in the next one. $50 paid review. I can't survive on Google Ads. I need your support. And guys, you could also sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay as little as $1 a month to keep me on YouTube. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.